What's up, everybody? So this is the video before the unveiling video. So this is kind of behind the scenes when we wrap the Civic. I think it'd be kind of interesting to show you guys how we ended up wrapping it and getting it all done. So I've got my paper and stuff set up over there. It is Christmas paper, obviously, and it says like no peeking and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. And then it's got the snowflakes, and of course it's red because I like red. And I got my brother here. He's helping us today. He's gonna help me wrap it. Maybe sometime in the future, I guess, what, next Christmas? Yeah. Maybe you'll have a new car. We'll get Luke's truck over here. We'll have the Civic even farther done, or more stuff has been done to it, completed, and we can go out as like a group and get like photos and stuff of all the cars wrapped up. So for now, let's go ahead and jump into this and attempt to wrap this with Christmas paper. Okay, so I think the plan, the first step we're going to do is I got this one that I said that's like no peeking and stuff. I think that'll be really cool to do on the hood and the roof and possibly the hatch. So let's go ahead and wrap it up first, and then for the body, we'll use the snowflake paper. I probably got way too much here as far as paper goes. I think, what are these? Does it say on there? Like how many feet? I think the snowflake one is like, yeah, 75 square feet. Oh yeah, they're both 75 square feet. So I'm sure that's more than enough for what we need, but I also got Christmas presents to wrap up this year. And yeah, I think that should be enough to cover the Civic as well as more. So, yeah. Like I said, we'll use this one on the hood, the roof, the trunk, and then the rest for the other panels. All right, so the hood is done. It actually looks pretty cool, but this is taking a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. We still got a lot of car to do. There's a ton of surface area here.
This might be a mistake.
Yeah, I think it'll be worth it though. Too bad we can't just leave it like this.
Year round.
Yeah, just keep it on there. Oh well, let's keep going. Okay, so we got the first set of wrapping done. We got the roof and the back end. You can see here the wing and the tailgate. It's looking pretty good. This is definitely way harder than what I thought it was going to be. And I have a feeling that, I guess, future me won't know, huh? But I think this tape's going to suck to take off.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's looking cool. Let's go ahead, wrap up the fenders, doors, quarter panel, and bumpers. And that's going to be used with the snowflake paper. Okay, so we just managed to get the Civic all done. This wrapping paper design looks really cool. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I've always wanted to try this, and now that we finally have, I think I could have done it better, but I'll know for next time. So hopefully next year, around Christmas time, I can get my brother, get Luke, and get whatever car I want to do. Hopefully the Civic is like to a point where it's done like this. I mean, this is just introducing the new car, but I want to wrap all three and trying to go out and get like a bunch of photos and stuff. I think it'd be fun. But here is the Civic now that it is completed. This was definitely a bit of a challenge working with wrapping paper just because it's not the easiest. It is very easy to tear. The bumpers are probably the hardest areas to work with, which I'm pretty sure that's probably the same thing when it comes to like vinyl wrap and stuff. But I probably should have done it in like sections rather than just one piece, because you can see here I got a seam and everything. But overall, I think the look will be just fine for what I want it for. I'm going to walk you guys around the car, like look over everything. The fenders and stuff, we got that all tucked in. You can see I opened the hood. I can tuck that back in there, so that'll be fine. This is all just taped up on the glass and stuff. And then as far as like the doors go, all of this is tucked in here, so you can see up there on the upper trim, it's just tucked in. Same thing with down here and the rockers. I think after doing this, I'm gonna have to say that the easiest parts to do is probably the quarter panels, the door, the fender, the roof, the hood, any like more of the flat surfaces. Bumpers are definitely a challenge, and based on like the back end here, you can see getting that curvature was pretty hard to do. The hatch definitely was not easy to do just because it has like this second piece where it just kind of indents in. I know this isn't like the prettiest, but it'll work. And then like obviously having this wiper back here makes it a bit of a pain to work with. Now the only thing that about this whole car, I made it so the doors will open and the hood will open, but the hatch will not open because of this spoiler. This spoiler makes too tight of a gap, so I can't get a piece of tape tucked in underneath there. So we just went ahead, made it all flush, so the hatch won't open. So yeah, here is the rest of the car. You guys saw us do this side where I managed to get this multiple pieces. So you can see like this is one with the quarter panel, the C-pillar, all that is done, and then also here with the door. It opens up, same thing. I gotta really watch where I'm walking because this floor is a mess. I've got Christmas paper everywhere. Now, the only thing I gotta say about doing this whole process is I really hope that future me, when I go to unwrap this car, which you guys would have already saw, doesn't have an issue with the tape, because this tape, I'm just messing with it, is really sticky, and I hope it's not hard to get off of the car, and there's a lot of tape on this car holding this paper down. So for now, let's go ahead, get this thing outside, go get some cool shots, driving footage of it, just because it's not going to stay like this for very long. And then I'll bring it back in here and do the unveiling part. So let's get this thing out. Okay, so we are back now. We got our videos, we got our pictures, we got everything I needed for this car. I really like the way this thing turned out, and I decided to take it out for a little bit of a spin. I took it down the road here, and the Christmas paper doesn't hold up very well. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of fixing. You guys can see there on the roof, it did kind of come up a little bit, so I'm going to need to retape that down before we actually do the unveiling video. I guess you guys have already seen the unveiling video, so this is just kind of, like I said, behind the scenes, and it was pretty cool driving up and down the road. This car attracts a lot of attention when it's Christmas wrapped. I had a few people like wave at me and stuff, and I had one guy stop and he wanted to get a picture of the car, which I thought was really cool. So hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the way the car turned out. I'm really hoping you guys are excited for the project, for I guess the project car that we have now. This will be a lot more fun, I think, than the EM2. This is a car that I've always wanted, which I've already said all this because you guys have already seen the unveiling video where we unwrap this. This is just the wrapping video. So thought this would be cool. Show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.